Hello, you guys. Hey, and thank you for joining Moments with Miss Barry. Okay, so today is Monday, August 19th, okay? And we are going to be talking about time management. And yes, I laugh because time management is one of the things that I absolutely struggle with, okay? So just a little bit of background about me, and as far as what I have going on right now and how it came to be that I'm involved in the things that I'm involved in. So I actually am an independent consultant for Paparazzi Jewelry and Accessories. My business name is Jessica's $5 Jewels. I also have my own line of lip gloss, okay? Homegrown line of lip gloss, okay? And that is called Sweet Lips. And I do plan on expanding that line from lip care to actually full body care, okay? I have a team of 19 women under me, so I am a leader. Actually, at my job as well, my 9 to 5, I'm actually a supervisor, so I'm a leader in that aspect as well. And I also just recently decided to join a live streaming broadcast team, okay? So just helping out where they need me to help out with that. So I'm really excited about that journey as well. So the one question that I get all the time is, Jessica, where in the heck do you find time to do all this stuff? And it's really just about time management. So you'll hear a lot of people talk about how you manage your time and, you know, this, that, and the third. But it's really simple. It's really simple. We make time for the things we want to make time for. Point blank and period. I have late nights, but I would not change it for the world, okay? I'm usually up between 4:30 and 5 o'clock. I'm doing my morning prayer, my morning meditation. I'm drinking my coffee. I am reading my devotion, just getting my mind right. And I do think that is important. I'm actually reading a book now talking about how important it is to get your day started with something for you and to get your day started early. And as much as I am not a morning person, I swear by it. Okay, I swear by it. So getting up, praying, meditating, just getting a calmness before the day, right? Because once we get up and we start moving, we're checking our phones, we're checking, social media, we're checking here, we're checking there, and things just progress as the day goes on, right? So having that peace, having that still in the morning definitely does it for me. Now, does that mean I'm not tired throughout the day? Heck no. I get that 2 o'clock feeling just like everybody else, but I have to snap myself out of it, okay? Because again, I have things that I want to do. I have things that I want to accomplish, and I can't accomplish those sleep. So I was an avid napper, okay? 2 years ago, I was an avid napper, okay? I would say I never had time for anything. I don't have time to do this. I don't have time to work out. I don't have time to, work my businesses. I don't have time for X. I don't have time for Y. I don't have time for Z. But guess what? Every day after I got off work, I was on the couch for like 2-3 hours taking a nap. So what I had to realize was I make time for the things that are important to me, right? So just like dinner. Dinner's important to my husband, right? It's important to me too because we like to eat. But I have to make time to make dinner. So even though I have a full busy schedule every single day, I have to carve out 30 minutes to an hour to make sure that we are fed, right? And I can't even say that's every day because truth be told, sometimes I will not eat dinner. That's just how much stuff I have going on. I do live videos on Facebook Mondays and Thursdays. And like I said, I have 2 businesses, okay? So I'm an entrepreneur times 2, okay? So I am constantly doing something every single day to work my businesses. Like I said, I just recently joined a live streaming broadcast team, so I'll be doing things for them throughout the day and in the evening. So I have to really plan and focus on what I need to get done in the day. Now, I'm a list person. List. I'm writing stuff down, sticky notes here. I got a list made here. My calendar is full, right? But none of that means anything if I'm not going to do it, okay? None of that means anything. It's not enough to want it. I have to be able to execute what I'm trying to do. So just because I write it down doesn't mean I'm going to do it, right? Just because I write down I'm going to get up at 4:30 in the morning, that don't mean I got to do it. That just means that I'm going to set my alarm and hope for the best, right? But no, when I put my mind to it and say I have to get up at 4:30 so that I can get my mind, my body, and my spirit right for the day, then that is what I will do. Okay, so just a little bit of background. I was raised right here in Virginia. I had what you would call a semi-rough upbringing. So I say semi-rough because it was never a time that I could remember where we didn't have anything to eat, or we didn't have food, or the lights were off, or anything like that. So, you know, thankful to God we had those things. But it was times when, you know, it was all the time growing up, really. We had just enough. Okay? We had the necessities, and that was pretty much it. It was very few times when we had extra or we had more. We always had just enough. And so now in my, you know, when I grew up, you know, not a lot of people in my family had went to college. I don't think anybody had finished by the time I had, you know, graduated high school. So I was definitely excited to grow up. I knew in my hometown, as much as I loved it, I knew that there wasn't anything there for me to do. Let me tell you, I worked in a factory one summer when I was on my summer break from college, and I was standing up all day. It was very manual. I was putting stuff together. I can't exactly remember what it was, but it was that summer that I realized this ain't for me. You know, I realized that summer that was not for me. I could not live that life. I don't knock anybody who does it, but I said right then, that is not for me. I have got to do something else. So a year out of college or so, I started working for a Fortune 500 company. Absolutely loved it, right? So I stayed at that company for 8 years. After about 7 years, well, probably after about 4 years, I realized I wanted more. So I went back to school, got my master's degree real quick. I say real quick, but it was not quick. Went back to school, got my master's degree, graduated with a 4.0. You know, it was amazing. I loved school at that time because it was so new and exciting. Of course, I had my little young mind or whatever, but got my master's degree, and I realized I wanted more, right? So I was still doing the same job even though I had my master's degree, but I realized I wanted more, right? So I actually left that company. I went to another Fortune 500 company, which is where I am now, and I've been there for 4.5 years or so. And you know, at this point, I really love my job. I am in leadership, but even now, even being content, I'm happy with my job. I know what I'm doing. I love my team. I love my management team. I still want more, right? So now, you know, 2 years ago, I started my paparazzi business. Okay, just really something to keep me busy, something to fund my trips. For you guys who know me personally, you know that I love to travel. I go through tires like nobody's business. So definitely was just looking for a little bit of extra money to fund that, and then just something extra to do on the side, right? So I started doing paparazzi. I've been doing that for 2 years, and then I don't know what I was doing. I know what I was doing. So I used to wear this lip gloss. I had ran out of lip gloss. I think the last time I bought the lip gloss, it was like $9. Yes, that is pricey, but I love lip gloss. So I went back to the store to buy it, and it was $12.99. I was like, oh no, we're not doing this. So I was like, I know I can make my own lip gloss, and so that's what I did. I started my own lip gloss line, right? So between paparazzi and my lip gloss line, it takes up a lot of my time. When I say a lot of my time, I'm working on this in the morning. I am thinking about it all day, and then I come home in the evening and I'm working on it. You know, I have given up a lot to have these businesses, primarily my social life. So, a lot of people say, where you been? Where you been? I've been working on my legacy. Seriously, I've been working on my legacy. Knowing where I come from, I know that I have to make something much more for my children. I don't want my children to work as hard as I had to work. I don't want my children to work as hard as their grandmother had to work to provide and put food on the table. So, in order to do that, I know there are things that I have to do. Yes, I love to party. Yes, I love to drink. Yes, I love to be out and be social. I'm a social butterfly. I love all those things. But I had to be willing to sacrifice that in order to succeed. And I knew I could not do it together. Now, at this point in the game, I'm mad. I am mad. Do you know why? Because I see my potential now. I see my potential, but it's some things I had to stop doing to see my potential. And I'm mad because now I'm like, I could have been here years ago had I been focused on me. Okay, had I been focused on me. I have been focused on living my life, living my best life, as they say, right? I've been focused on living my best life, living for the moment, having fun with my friends and family, which is all great. Nothing is wrong with that. But I was having just a little bit too much fun, right? So I lost focus and I lost sight of what was important. And to me, to succeed is important. To leave a legacy for my kids is important. To leave something behind other than my name is important to me. So I had to get my mind back focused, right? Again, I think all the time of where I come from. It's something that I'm proud of. I realized that I don't want that life for my kids. It was hard, yes. But we didn't go without, so it wasn't that hard. It could have been a lot worse. But at the same time, I want my kids to live a better life, okay? And in order to do that, I have to have good time management. I have to make good decisions. I have to be willing to sacrifice some things in order to succeed. And that's what a lot of people don't realize is when you start a business or when you're an entrepreneur, when you have goals and dreams and you have a different mindset or a perspective on things, they don't understand when you have to put things down. They don't understand when you have to walk away from certain things. It is nothing personal. This has everything to do with me and nothing to do with you. It's all about sacrifice, right? So I sacrificed my time. I sacrificed my energy. I sacrificed my extra money to build something that I know can be great, right? So in order to do that, again, I have to have good time management. So on the weekends, you will find me right in my house. I'm either in my house working my businesses or I'm running errands, I'm recruiting, I'm doing X, I'm doing Y, I'm doing Z, all in the name of the game of business. We don't have anything to prove to anybody when we have our dream, okay? When it's your dream, you're the only one who has to understand it. You're the only one it has to make sense for, okay? And you're the only one who can make it come to fruition. So when I sit back and I think like, Jessica, Jesus, how much stuff are you going to add to your plate? I sit back and I say, as much as I possibly can. As much as I possibly can. Any opportunity that I feel would be good for me in my future, I'm going to take it. Because guess what? It's a lot of countries that don't have the opportunities that we have. Okay, it's a lot of countries that don't have the luxuries that we have. So any opportunity that I can take to better myself or help better the lives of other people. I tell people all the time, I'm trying to change the world, okay? I'm trying to change the game. And I'm going to make it happen. I have to, okay? Again, you guys know I love Eric Thomas. And one thing that he says is, I can, I will, I must. I can do this. I will do this. I must do this. No matter what it takes, okay? No matter what it takes. If that means I have to sacrifice sleep for 2 or 3 years, then that's just what I have to do. If that means I have to sacrifice not eating dinner 2 or 3 nights a week because I'm so busy wrapped up in my goals and what I have to do and check off my list, then that's just what I have to do. I'm willing to do all of that for me. Okay, for me. And it all boils down to good time management. We make time for the things we want to make time for. So when it comes down to business, guess what? That's where my time goes. That's where my time goes. And you have to be surrounded by people who understand that. I'm trying to build something. I'm trying to leave a legacy for us, for our kids, for our grandkids, for our kids, you know? So that means I have to sacrifice some social time. That means I have to sacrifice some quiet time. I have to sacrifice some downtime. I have to sacrifice our date night sometimes. That's just what it has to be. But make the time for yourself. Okay, make the time for your goals, make the time for your dreams, make the time for yourself, okay? Because when it's all said and done, you're the only one who can do what you've been called to do. So make the time for it, okay? Don't slack on yourself. You owe it to you to bring your dreams to fruition, okay? You owe it to you to make sure that you put on the plate what you were brought here to put on the plate, okay? So that's all. I'm going to leave you guys with that this week. Good time management, making sacrifices. Make sure that you're spending your time, your energy, your effort in the right places that's going to take you to the next level. And when you hear that little voice in your head that says, girl, you cannot do this. You need to stop. You need to sit down somewhere and stop playing. Tell yourself to shut up. We got this, okay? Yes, we are tired, but we got this, okay? Yes, we have sacrificed our weekends out with our friends, but guess what? We got this, okay? We have a goal. We got to get there. I can, I will, I must. I gotta get it done. So I'm going to leave you guys with that this week. I want you guys to marinate on that. As always, make sure you like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching Moments with Miss Barry. I will see you guys next week.